Hello, beautiful family. How are you doing? Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. So, my community people, today I have this quick one to deliberate on together with you because I know very well that you will be so amazed with what you are about to see right now or what you are about to hear. Finally, they are now regretting. Why did they even believe that the election will be free and fair? So, listen to it, and I'll be right back.
Is their human right. Even while we have our differences and in understanding and everything, we should also respect other people's rights. If this agitation should be all about conviction, letting people see, and allowing them to make a choice by themselves. I told them that it's better to allow the people of Southeast to totally participate in the election. If possible, encourage everyone to vote for Peter Obi. So that after they finish voting for Peter Obi and Nigeria happens to them, they will realize that it's not all about voting. You understand? I said it, nobody should disrupt the election. Nobody should tell anybody not to vote. Let them vote. Let them go ahead and vote. Now, just like I said, look at it. Everybody came out to vote. Some people voted under the rain and everything. But what is happening? 2019, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said the same thing, that your PVC doesn't determine, that the vote, the elections in Nigeria is determined by INEC and INEC alone. And if nothing is done now, next 4 years, we will keep on saying this particular thing we are saying here. You understand? So I'm happy that the election have come and gone and things are playing out like this. At least that's a lesson to many of us that totally believe that the only way to remedy the problem we found ourselves in this nation is through participating in whatever Nigeria wants you to do. This is not the only way. That's number one. Number two, the truth is that Nigeria have expired, like someone rightfully said. The 100 years amalgamation deal is over. And right now, every nation in this country needs to come together and decide their fate. When I talk about nations, I'm referring to the Igbos, I'm referring to the Yorubas, I'm referring to the Kanuris, the Hausas, the Efik, the Ijaw, the Tiv, because each and every of these nations existed solely on their own. They were functional. They had their system of government according to the laws of their land, according to their custom and tradition. They had things that guided them through, and we were prospering, even in Igbo land and everything. So anybody that comes to say that we cannot stand alone as individual nation is a liar. The person is not exposed. Because if the person is, they wouldn't say such things. You understand? So the time is now for us to, increase the effort in educating our people about the need for us to have a rethink, about the need for us to go back to the drawing board and, constitute ourselves the way we know will favor everyone. And of course, it's obvious that this is not something that we are going to achieve easily because the forces against this are numerous. And they are not ready to let go because they are not ready to stop earning, from wherever they are. It's normal with human beings. No matter, whenever you are benefiting from something, it's so difficult for you to let it go, even though it will benefit the masses. So let's increase our effort to educate our people. But there is something very, very important I want to say. And I want to specifically call on Simon Ekpa to say this. In Southeast right now, a lot of people don't believe on Simon Ekpa. They don't. No.
Be moderate.
Let him land. Let him land. Don't interject it. Let him land. Simon is there, is listening as well. And I'm sure Simon will respond.
He's listening.
We want to hear their views. Yeah,
Please,
go ahead.
it's very necessary. It's very necessary I say this. It's
Go
very,
ahead, go ahead.
very necessary.
Go
People
ahead.
Make
are
it
no
snappy because we have a lot of requests, and I
Okay,
bring
of course.
another Mr. Mohammed Waziri. I want to hear
Okay,
his view. He's an APC, I believe. So please land
okay.
quickly so that we can bring Waziri, and Simon will respond to some of those views that is being heard here. Go ahead quickly.
Okay.
And we're still live
Good
on our platforms where everybody's listening across the globe.
Good and fine. Simon Ekpa, people are no longer supporting him here in the southeast. The reason being that, they believe that the unknown governments, or some of the unknown governments that enforce the sit at home, are people listening to him. You understand? And why they are enforcing the sit at home and everything, some lives have been lost during exchange of gunfire and what have you. Some people have lost and people are angry. Most of the people are uneducated and some people are not aware of the reason. They are not convinced yet of the reason why we are fighting for, or let me say,
Okay,
why
I think
Simon Ekpa.
we've got the message. It's just the same thing we hear all the time on the Yoruba platform, but people don't understand what is.
Okay.
So
The only
thank you so
thing
much.
I want to say last and for all is please Simon Ekpa, Koiki, and everybody that is fighting for the liberation of nations in Nigeria. Whatever anybody is doing, please, I beg in the name of God, the people, the lives of the people should be considered first. I'm not saying that people are not dying on the normal, but everything we are doing should be done with compassion. Will be done with compassion and understanding that the people are the people we are fighting for. And they should do it.
All right.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Waziri, unmute yourself. Don't respond yet, Godman. I know Simon is going to respond. But let me say this. 133 million Nigerians are living in abject poverty, and that is because of this country called Nigeria. And I don't think anybody has argued that. Nigeria is the capital poverty of the world. Nigeria is the 6th most terrorized country in the world. I'm not sure it is the Biafra, the unknown government that you are linking to Biafra. We have a society that has been built to fail. So all this narrative, I know it's good because you listen more to NTA News than listening to us. Thank you so much. Anyway, we got your view. Waziri, I believe that's Mohammed Waziri. You also have a PC logo on you. Please.
Am I audible? Can you hear me?
Sorry, who's that?
Am I audible?
Yeah, go ahead, Waziri. Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Good. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
You're welcome.
Yoruba nation, no going back. Very good. Biafra, no going back. So you poison Easterners by Biafra, and now you are turned back to Yoruba simply because Yoruba started complaining of evils. Some of the evils, not much, some of the evils that you poison their mind to turn back the country against somebody's personal interest. Who is Simon Ekpa? Who is Nnamdi Kanu? Who are they? How old are they? What do they know about Nigeria? They are not up to me in age or whatsoever. But they sit down somewhere there. Come down to the country. Come to Nigeria. If you say you're not if you didn't want in Nigeria, come to the Biafra land that you are claiming to get. Come and live there and fight for their right. If it's their right. But you sit down somewhere as a coward, you are sending messages to people. And now, because you have already championed some of the Southeasterners and poisoned their mind, now you are throwing it to the Yorubas. My brothers and sisters, Yoruba, try to understand. These people are wicked. Simon Ekpa, whoever holds this space is a wicked somebody, human being, who wants to divide Nigeria. And Nigeria will never be divided. Whether you like it or not.
What?
Nigeria belongs to all of us. If you feel like you're not in Nigeria, go pack your things and leave. We don't care.
Okay.
But you can't just come all the spaces and change people, sending bad news to people, sending bad narratives to people. A Yoruba nation, not going back. Who tell you who Yoruba wants to live in? Say he doesn't want Nigeria. Tell me. You do it for yourself. So we don't care. Our brothers want to live in Nigeria. Our brothers belong to Nigeria.
Thank you very much for giving me the mic.
I do not
Thank you. You're
know
welcome.
this man that is talking. You know, of course, he said that we don't know the history of Nigeria. He said that who is Simon Ekpa? I want to tell him that Simon Ekpa is the one that God is going to use to divide Nigeria. Simon Ekpa will be more than Usman Danfodio. Do you know the history of Usman Danfodio? Mr. Waziri, do you know the history of Usman Danfodio?
My brother.
Can you
Yeah,
just answer my question, please? I'm not here to exchange word with you. Do you know the history of Usman Danfodio?
I do.
Is he an engineer?
I don't know.
You don't know, but you do. So
Yeah.
can you tell us a little
Yeah.
bit what was he known for?
In this condition,
Can
in
you
this,
answer
in
my
this,
question? Stop this thing.
I cannot answer this your question. I cannot answer
Then
this your question.
You know you are just an idiot if you cannot answer that question. Usman,
My brother, I'm not. We are not those daft and stupid that you poison their minds and you change their narrative. You poison bad news to them. I am a Nigerian and I love that country. So if you're going to sit down outside there and put a bad narrative to our brothers and sisters, the Yoruba, my brother, shame on you. You cannot succeed. Shame on you.
Mohammed, you a
shame on you. You cannot divide Nigeria. Who are you?
Mohammed, you are a wicked person.
Shame on you.
Waziri, you are a wicked person. You are a wicked person, Waziri.
You cannot explain what is Usman Danfodio.
What is he known for? How can you open your mouth and talk rubbish? What do you know about Nigeria, about being one Nigeria?
You want to you are spoiling the Southeast now. You want to come to the Yoruba nation. You people are devilish.
Are you scared?
We don't want you. We don't want you.
If you don't want the Igbo nation, if you don't want the Igbo nation, then why are you people hell bent on being together with Igbos and Yorubas? Why can't they not stay alone? Why can't they not stay alone? If truly that you want to, you feel like you can do without the Igbos or the Yorubas. The reason is because you people are parasites. The North is parasites on they are parasites.
No, I want to ask him a question. Let him educate us why we should not leave Nigeria. I've asked a simple question. Who is Usman Danfodio? What is he known for? Can he educate us about him?
Useless people.
Of course, he will not talk. Tell us about Usman Danfodio that you people cherish a lot.
He's talking. He's here talking about unity with Yoruba. Unity.
You know when they see, the thing that scared them is when they see us with Yorubas, they feel so frightened.
Yes.
That's why he's here. Oh, Simon is here to instigate Yorubas against Nigeria. They are so scared. Now, Usman Danfodio was the one who came from where? Where is he a Nigerian? He came and killed Hausa people, conquered them, and today you have Usman Danfodio University. You have this one, I have this one. Each time you go to Arewa House, there is the picture of Usman Danfodio and all of them there. And they are here talking about unity. Unity with what? With who? Let me tell you, Nigeria will go down this year. Mark my word. And that is the process we have started. We have allowed you to disgrace yourself in the name of election and all that. The next one now is we are the one taking the lead. And those who are saying that we allow people to make their choice and all that, you don't do that in war. Nigeria is already at war. In war, it does not matter the opinion of people. What matters is whatever is the strategy the people leading the war have for the best interest of the people. In Ukraine today, many people want to be in peace. Many people want to live at peace, but they cannot. They don't have that choice. That particular right has been taken away from them for national interest, to save the millions of Ukrainians. The same thing is applicable to many indigenous people in Nigeria. So most of the decisions we are going to take going forward may also infringe the right of some people. It is what have to be done to save the future from this moronic, from these demonic terrorists that are parading themselves in Agbada. These people have nothing, absolutely nothing to offer. They are not interested in your future. They are not interested in development. They are not interested in innovation. they have absolutely nothing. Parasite is even an understatement, because some parasites can draw blood and use it to do something for themselves. These guys are complete demonic and devilish. They have absolutely nothing to offer to anybody other than killing, conquering you, and turning you to whatever, Taliban and all that. Now, they come and they say, oh, we must be one Nigeria. Who told you that we must be one Nigeria? Were you consulted? Were you consulted before when Nigeria was formed? What we are saying is that when Nigeria was formed and amalgamated together, the people of Nigeria were not informed. They were not consulted. It was not a consensus of the entire ethnic group that formed Nigeria. And it is time to revisit that foundation. And we are going to revisit it, either by peace or in pieces. And that is going to happen. So now, we will allow them to finish whatever shenanigan election they are doing, which has actually exposed them to the world. And then after that, we will come with our calculator. Our calculator, we are pressing it very well. So you think that you are going to survive what is going to come. You are wasting your time. It's going to shock you. Who will ever believe? You are here worried about our preaching, how it has affected the voting pattern and all that. Yes. That is the first process. The first step is to make indigenous people in Nigeria reject the electoral process. And we have succeeded in making them rejecting the electoral process. They have rejected it, and everybody have seen it is a fraud. The European Union observers has given their own statement that they are disappointed in INEC. And, it's just a statement. We are going to speak in a different language. Just watch out in a matter of days. It is not mouth. We have done it before. All of you have waged war, international propaganda against me, against Simon Ekpa. This idiot will even say that Simon Ekpa is talking from prison. But I'm here. And I'm going to do worse than what I have done before. Just watch and see in a matter of days how we are going to instigate the division of Nigeria. And I'm saying it here. You can record it and post it anywhere. We will instigate the dissolution and the division of Nigeria in a matter of days' time. You are laughing. Don't worry. Don't worry, laugh while it lasts. But let me tell you, a lot of people laughed at me. They are not laughing today. Just a few days ago, a lot of people, including you, they were laughing at me. But they are not laughing again. It is no longer funny. I was telling them that this election will open their eye. They thought I was joking. You can imagine in a country of 200 million people, 5 million is leading as in a presidential election. In a country where over 90 million people registered for the voting, only 5 million is leading as for presidential election. It should be a shame. But let me tell you, those people that you have disenfranchised, those people that are angry, we are going to carry them and join our own anger. And you are going to see the flame that will, rise up in a matter of days. Watch and see. We are going to instigate it. I'm not saying you should do it. I'm not hiding it. We, the Biafra people, and Simon Ekpa will lead from Finland. Watch and see. I want to inform you that the time of using terrorism to intimidate people is over. We have trained Biafra people. Biafra people are ready. Do you know how we are fighting you, dealing with you in the East? Go and ask question. We have defeated you, defeated your army, defeated your police, and we continue to defeat all of you until we find you no more in Biafra territory. If you do not know what I'm saying, go and ask your national security advisor how we are dealing with them in the East. How many soldiers have you deployed in the East? How many came back? Every time you deploy 3,000 soldiers, where are they? You know when they go, but you don't know where they live. We will continue to defeat you. Before the end of this year, Nigeria will dissolve. Mark my word. Terrorist idiots. So, you go ahead.
Thank you so much, Simon, for that response. And you can tell that the Fulanis, because I'm very sure that is not even an Hausa man, he's a Fulani man under the APC, running HAPPPEN in the Yoruba land, controlling our territory, wants to take our water, and coming to tell us about one unity Nigeria. And this is for the Yoruba people. Sharing reason that is a way we are fighting one common enemy. There are so many of them like that. You know, some of them just have the balls. We allow them to come and talk, but you can tell that this is how they are thinking in the north. That the Yorubas and
Access of please, please, put on mic, please. Access of please, put on mic, please. Access of please,
I know he still wants to respond, but we're not going to take him right now. There's so many other people that want to speak, and I'm going to hand over back again to our co-host. We are still taking calls from here, so that means that by the time I have a call, I will probably slow down. But for now, let's allow more people to speak. Waziri, you're not going to speak for now. You have actually spoken. A response has come, but give us more time to allow other people to speak. Nigeria needs to break. There are countries that are smaller than Osun State. Osun State is 4 million. Lithuania is 2.8 million. So that means I can have in Ondo State 18 local government, 18 airports. We can still be friends, but I will need to know, just as you want to go to America, whether you're a criminal, you're a terrorist, and that way we can restrict you from coming into our territory. But right now, as I tell to our people, everybody can go everywhere they like, because that is the way it has been structured. So I'm going to give it back to our co-host.
I'm Hausaman.
Okay, what's the name?
My name is Abubakar. You can see my profile there.
I don't even know where you are right
You
now.
don't need to know. You
okay,
asked,
Abubakar.
what's my name? Yeah. I said my name is Abubakar. You can see it on my profile.
You don't have to be salty. Calm down. Abubakar, calm down.
Calm down now.
Yeah.
We never fight now. We never bring AK-47 out. Okay, Abubakar, yeah, I can say. I just want to see who is speaking so I can know from my phone. But I can now see. Go ahead, Abubakar. We can hear you.
Okay, I just want to respond to some of the points previous speakers said. One of them asked the question, why can't the North let you go? The other one made reference to the fact that Nigeria was formed when Nigerians were not informed. On that, I want to agree with him. And let me just say this. I am from the North and I'm a Hausa man. Believe me, if you can interview the youth, we don't have problem with anybody who is willing to leave Nigeria and leave the country. I mean, the speaker, the spokesperson of the Northern Elders Forum has made it clear that if Southeast or any part of Nigeria wants to go, they should be allowed to go without a bloodshed. Nobody wants to die for anything. Do you think as a youth in the North, I am happy to be called a terrorist or to be called a parasite when I am housing hundreds of thousands of Igbo in my own ancestral land? Who is feeding you with this false information? If you are really mean to go, you don't need to cause chaos. Recall your people back. Talk to your representative, make a referendum, exit the country. Nobody is looking for violence any longer. We can separate peacefully. I don't see Nigeria remaining one as a favor to me from the North, just as it is not a favor to you from the East. The unity, the continuous of one Nigeria is for the unity. It's for the benefit of all. And if everyone is tired, there should be a way to resolve it. Even if it is by dividing the country, let's divide peacefully. You don't have to call for violence. You don't have to do that. Other countries are separating peacefully. If this is the right way for everyone, let it happen.
So my Kabbalistic people, that bring us to the end of this update. Do well to like the video, share and subscribe. Thank you so dearly and bye-bye.